going to ask you, Caroline, what you think it means to be a free radical. Isn't that ridiculous?
What does it mean to be a free radical? Why are you asking me that question?
It's quite strange to hear you talk about it. It's like you're belonging to some pop band.
What it means to me to be a free radical.
What do I think it means to be a free radical?
I think it means that you challenge the status quo, you challenge, just like my labs do, you challenge your own practice all the time to examine the cost and the value of what you do and what its impact is, and you challenge the context in which you're working, and I think all the free radicals do that.
I'm quite excited about thinking that I'm a free radical because it sounds a bit alternative. I might have to be completely off the mark, but just kind of be quite open-minded and, and actually kind of take on board, how can we make a difference, and not necessarily saying, right, I'm going to change the world, but thinking, what's my role in it, and what can I do, and, being able to bounce ideas off different people.
It's not to be constrained by my job or who I work for, is to come here as an individual. And I was surprised by how much when I was talking, I was talking from a personal reflection rather than an institutional reflection.
For me, it has meant a project that's kind of outside your day-to-day work, that is hopefully drawing on the skills that you have in your day-to-day subject and in your teaching and in your research, but that lets you think a little bit outside that.
I think for so long, and many of the other people involved have felt like single islands without realising that there were others around that also felt the same way. That today might be the first day that I've actually felt that there is this thing about being a free radical in a communal sense. I think I'll know more what it means to be a free radical in terms of its future than in terms of this part that's been about building.
Well, it means that firstly, I work primarily for myself in very many different ways in different parts of the world, so I do feel free in that way, and free to see things from radically different perspectives. I sometimes work with the most impoverished people in India, or very, very privileged people in New York City. So in that way, I do feel free. Radical, I hope I'm getting there.
At the moment, I just think it is hopefully a way of actually trying to build in something else that we can actually do something.
I am attacking. I am a rebellious, and I think sometimes also very aggressive activist that is constantly and has always been trying constantly to change and to destroy also in a way what is old.
I would like to use the words of Alfredo Jar. For me, a free radical means to look at education, because education is the most political task that we can actually take on and execute in a day-to-day environment.
I've always been a free radical, really, like forever.
Wider circle of friends.